Live from LAist 89.3, I'm Julia Paskin. In local news, an Orange County judge issued a ruling today in favor of Huntington Beach and its right to implement a voter ID law. Jill Replogle has details.
Huntington Beach voters approved a measure last year allowing the city to require voters to show ID when casting a ballot. The state sued, saying it contradicts state law. But the judge said Huntington Beach is allowed to set its own rules for local elections because it's a charter city. And he cited a U.S. Supreme Court ruling which concluded that requiring voter ID does not violate the constitutional right to vote. Now the case is likely headed to the State Court of Appeals. For LAist, I'm Jill Replogle.
Two Southern California college students are suing the Trump administration over recent visa cancellations. One student is at an Orange County college. The other is at an Inland Empire school. The Trump administration says the individuals violated terms of their visa programs. The plaintiffs each admit to a misdemeanor, but say that shouldn't be grounds to lose their right to stay in the country. The Associated Press reports dozens of students have had their visas revoked across the U.S. over the past week. The city of LA's so-called mansion tax is having an unintended consequence on the housing market. That's the result of a recent UCLA study on Measure ULA. It says sales of multifamily, commercial, and industrial buildings are being affected more than luxury homes. Measure ULA adds a 4% charge to all property sales over $5 million and a 5.5% to sales above $10 million. Pasadena tenants who were financially hit by the Eaton fire can now fill out a form to request eviction protections. The city recently adopted new eviction protections for renters who were unable to pay rent between January 15th and July 31st. The deadline to fill out the form to cover for February and March rent is Thursday, April 10th. That form can be found on the city's Rent Stabilization Department website. Santa Monica's historic Sears building is about to have some new tenants, the students of Palisades Charter High School. The building will host classes starting April 22nd. Crews have been working 15-hour days for the past 6 weeks to transform the old store. The school hopes students will be able to return to their original campus in time for the next school year.